Yes, it's a parochial contest with a worldwide audience. 111 years after then Woolwich Arsenal left their former home to set up camp close to Tottenham. It's one of the biggest contests in the history of this rivalry. And it is, Gary, the most important North London derby of a generation, really. Saka's kick goes in, and it's turned in. I think it went in off one of the Tottenham players. It was Pierre-Emile Højbjerg who got the touch unwittingly that's taken it past his own goalkeeper. Arsenal not too worried about the identity of the goal scorer. They're in control. Maddison's kick goes to the far side this time, and it's off the outside of the post from Romero. Saka wanted it played earlier, gets it now though. And Saka makes it too! The local boy is the pride of North London now! Well, he's still not joining in the celebrations, Mikel Arteta, but you could see what it meant to these players. Odegaard's corner this time, and it's glanced in! Kai Havertz makes it 3-0, and this is turning into a dream day for Arsenal. No one is seriously saying it's £60 million down the drain now. Here's Son. Here's Havertz. Right across to Bukayo Saka! And that's the moment of the match for Vicario. Got that area marked out. Oh, that's a giveaway by Raya! Finally, he has got his goal. Christian Romero gives Tottenham a foothold in the game. David Raya concedes for the first time on the road in over 10 hours of football, and it is entirely his own fault. Back in by Son, Romero sticks a leg out. It was blocked by
that's a penalty.
Partey.
I thought that was a penalty.
Son. Immaculate! Just immaculate! And now feel the belief that Tottenham Hotspur have. Oh, and Arsenal have come through one of the most dangerous hurdles in their run-in. It looked like they were going to coast to victory when they were 3-0 up at half-time, but Ange Postecoglou's side fought back and got to within a goal of embarrassing the Gunners. But Arsenal are leaders.
Arsenal lead the Premier League, ahead of them 5 more games, 7.5 hours of football, and the prospect still of becoming the champions for the first time in 20 years. But they may well have to be perfect. Chelsea this season have been unreservedly imperfect. But regardless, their form right now is good. It's 2 months and more since they lost the game in the Premier League. So here we go with the so often spiky event that is Arsenal-Chelsea. Rice, a lot of space ahead of Trossard, but Rice can drive. Now Trossard! Chelsea pierced in a trice by Trossard. Sharp out of the box on another night when they need it. Aggressive win by White. There's Havertz! Petrovic got down sharply. Saka. Trossard, deflection! What a save that is! What a reaction from Petrovic. Gallagher. Gallagher's cross, Jackson's there! Raya at full stretch. Odegaard, lovely. Havertz! Petrovic at his near post. Declan Rice against Partey. In by Ben White! As improbable as it is mightily welcome.
Petrovic has made some fantastic reflex saves.
Who's seen a run here from Havertz? This is Kai Havertz! He's thumped it in! And Arsenal are flying! Noni Madueke and Nicholas Jackson.
He knows he's getting away from him. You've got to go to the other side of the goal. You must go to the other side of the goal. Dear me.
Saka. Havertz! 4. Ødegaard, White. Oh! Everything's going right. Arsenal are so good, they're scoring by mistake. It's 5-0, all White on the night. Arsenal have ripped Chelsea up. Arsenal have cruised regally into a chunky lead at the summit of the Premier League. There it is, 3 points ahead of the rest. 12, 13 goals ahead of the rest. Arsenal are where they want to be. They are demanding of their rivals to match that, if you will. And that will take some matching. 5 of the best. A dreamy, creamy night for the Gunners. Smooth, lip-smacking, appetising. A day of heady possibility, a day of just imagine. Amid this frenzy, imagine if Arsenal 20 years since the last time, if Liverpool in pursuit of the utopian Klopp climax, if either somehow could pull this thing off. Of course, we do have a classy champion, not easily to be deposed, but if anyone can, it is very likely one of these. Well, Mikel Arteta needed no cajoling to offer his warm analysis of a departing rival. He recognises the enormous big-picture contribution of a rival he is now obliged to beat. Well played by David Raya, who's in a hurry, and so is Martinelli. And Konate's work is cut out here. Martinelli searing past him, and Saka couldn't make telling contact. Season at Nice, his season at Marseille, and then it really began. Ødegaard, Havertz is on his way here. Alisson stops him, Saka scores! Arsenal obliged and on their way. A day that has to happen for them begins ideally. Here's Gravenberch, here's Diaz. Beyond Saliba, and Jota watched it over the line. It's a mess of a goal. Gabriel may have had the telling touch. In amongst a maelstrom of awfulness, this place has gone silent. Van Dijk let it bounce, Martinelli showed an interest, and Martinelli rolled it in! Curious, and for Liverpool, catastrophic. How can that happen? Look down and wonder. Liverpool introspection. Arsenal thrill. Trossard is free here. Clear of Elliott. Leandro Trossard has punctured Alisson. On the streets of North London, they dream their dream. You grin or you grimace. Jurgen Klopp disbelieving. How can that happen?
Well, it's happened because his right back's been taken off and his right centre-back's been sent off.
Arsenal are right in the thick of it again. Suddenly once more, Arsenal a principal contender. As the wings of the Liver Bird are clipped. In so many ways a peculiar game. Saka gave Arsenal a lead, and after that, one curiosity followed another. A strange old goal, own goal right on half-time, Gabriel 1-1. And then Arsenal goals in the second half, which, based on experience and knowledge, seem inconceivable. Confusion between Alisson and Van Dijk of all people, for Martinelli to make it 2-1. And then Trossard between the legs of the imperious Alisson for 3-1. And Arsenal are right on the shoulder of the leaders.
Good afternoon, Lindsay. Good afternoon, everybody. So there are the players. So the Emirates is ready. Derby day in London, although the journey between the two grounds is hardly quick. It's the 55th time the two teams have met each other.
So it's an Arsenal team who have lost their last 3 games, the 2 here without scoring a goal against West Ham in the league and Liverpool in the cup. She's got to keep an eye on Kai Havertz, who's tall and rangy. It's on a bad ball, and it's an Arsenal goal, and it's headed in by Gabriel, and that's exactly what they needed. 10 minutes on the clock, Arsenal get the early goal, and it comes from a central defender. Arsenal 1, Crystal Palace 0. Lovely skill from Saliba, always the calmest man in the place. That's not a very good clearance though from Raya. It's a better save though, and it needed to be. Jefferson Lerma hit it so well. Taken by Saka, right under the bar, and it's another goal from a set piece for Arsenal. It was a brilliant ball in. Here's Hughes, and that should be straightforward for David Raya. Now look at this, flooding forward. Jesus for Arsenal. Over it goes to Trossard. Chance for a third. Gets it! Leandro Trossard's goal drought is over. Arsenal make it 3-0. And that's how quickly they can hit you and hurt you. Brilliant counter-attack from the Gunners. There's a hits it with power. Straight at David Raya. I think either side, that might have been a goal back. Now Martinelli. Bearing down on goal and scoring number 4. Well, he's got a great personal scoring record for Arsenal against Crystal Palace, and he's come off the bench to put the icing on the cake on a very good day for Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm pleased for Martinelli because he's not had the same goal production this season as he had last season.
But it could be their year, and here they come again. Martinelli's in again. Fire! It's turning into a rout for Arsenal, and Martinelli bags a brace off the bench. 5-0, smiles on Arsenal faces, and this is getting heavy now for Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Well, it remains to be seen if Arsenal will be the ultimate beneficiaries, but they certainly opened up the title race with their victory last week, and they take on a West Ham team who haven't been losing too many matches of late, but they have drawn 1 or 2 more than they would have liked.
And then drifting forward
as Rice takes the kick, and they have got it in, and it's William Saliba who wheels away in celebration. It's another corner leading to another Arsenal goal. Ødegaard, Saka's in, and it's one of those days where he just can't find the target. And Saka's made another run this time, and the flag stays down. Bukayo Saka is caught, it is a penalty, and what's the decision? It's a yellow card for the goalkeeper, Alphonse Areola. It's Saka, it's 2-0! Arsenal tighten their grip, determined that that victory against Liverpool would be just the start, not the end. For the first, and sweeps in a free kick, it's dangerous, it's another one! Arsenal are wiping the floor with West Ham here. It's Gabriel who's got the third. 3-0, and we haven't even reached half-time. Ødegaard, Trossard, it's 4! Arsenal monopolising the ball. West Ham can't get anywhere near them. They play through them again, and these Arsenal fans are watching on in disbelief. This beyond their wildest expectations.
Well, I thought Arsenal would win today, I really did.
Here's Rice. Now Ødegaard. It's Bukayo Saka! It's a double for Saka! It's a humiliation for West Ham. Arsenal have put 5 past them.
Well, he finds the gap between centre-half and left-back Emerson, and just cuts inside into that space. So easy.
And hit brilliantly by who else? Declan Rice, who is restrained in his celebration of a 6th goal for Arsenal. But he's well and truly cut the cord with his former club now. Arsenal electrify the Premier League title race for the 2nd week running. Last week, Mikel Arteta's team reigned in Liverpool. Today, they've cancelled out Manchester City's goal difference advantage. Declan Rice scoring against his former club to round off a remarkable performance against a dispirited and dishevelled West Ham United side. Saliba
Thanks, Owen. Arsenal's great recent run of form has them dreaming of the title again, but with only 14 matches left, it's a case of must win at Turf Moor this afternoon. The third-placed Gunners scoring 16 goals in their last 4 matches. So it is Burnley who get this one started. Match day 25 in the English Premier League. Here is Rice. To carry it well over halfway. Martinelli get a chance to run at Assignon. Pass to Odegaard. It's set up nicely, and that's a brilliant finish. Martin Odegaard has done it again. Scored on his last visit to Turf Moor, and he puts Arsenal in front inside 5 minutes. For Odegaard now. Havertz is waiting to make his move. Trossard as well. Oh, he's taken down, and that will be a penalty. Assignon pleading his case, but he gets a yellow card. Oh, he just about gets there. It's 2-0 Arsenal, and Saka scores from the spot for the second week running.
That's a Rice smile. Trafford's there. His left arm's there. Looks like it's gone underneath it. It's a huge ask.
There's Odegaard. Nice pass inside for Saka. On his right foot, makes it 3. Great start to the first half for Arsenal, and a great start to the second as well. Odegaard. Nicely on for Kivior. Plenty of options. It's Havertz. It's Trossard, and it's third time lucky for him this half. Goal number 4 for Arsenal. And it was another easy one. Another goal that was coming.
I believe they will have Arsenal, that they could do some damage in that competition.
Here's Kai Havertz. Through the legs. And past the keeper. It's a 5-star show for Arsenal at Burnley.
Well, he's cupping his ears and get ready for it, because here comes the Kai Havertz song from the Arsenal supporters, and it doesn't stop when it starts.
So Arsenal impress again. 4 different scorers, 5 goals. Saka getting 2, Odegaard getting them started, and Saka getting his second right at the start of the second half. Trossard and Havertz.
Jorginho. They are working their way through rather easily, and Odegaard tucks it away. Flying start for a side in full flight. In the 5th, their defence is already breached. Saka, trusty, and Saka eases past his man once more, and it's an own goal. At the back post, Arsenal can celebrate again, and Sheffield United crumbling again at home. Must be a booking referee playing advantage, and it's to Arsenal's advantage. Havertz, quite the finish, quite the first half for the Gunners. Martinelli, options left and right. Martinelli gets it back. Arsenal score again. We've not even played 15 minutes. Huge woes for Chris Wilder. Saka to pull it back, and Rice to make it 5 in the first half. And it's extraordinary even by Sheffield United's home standards this season. But for Arsenal, they've done it again away from home. 5 goals in 3 consecutive Premier League matches away from home, at least. For Havertz, beautiful control. And the layoff to White. And the finish! Benjamin White. What a goal. And it is 6-0 to Arsenal away from home. And this is more than a humbling at home for Sheffield United.